Hello, you guys. It's very late at night. It is like 1:25. And it has been a long day. This is the only hat I had in my car, so. When I get back from Mexico, on July 5th, I'm going to go into this major, well, this is my plan. I'm going into this major health kick. Tanya and I were kind of talking about this tonight. I've talked about it for a long time on here, and I said I was going to start it on such and such date, and I never started it, and all these people started it, and I didn't start it. But I think I'm going to try. I'm going to give up all fountain sodas. I'm going to get a fountain Diet Coke right now, but from McDonald's. But I'm going to give up all fountain Coke. I'm going to try it for at least a month. And then I'm going to eat healthy, and I'm going to start working out again, and I'm going to see how I feel. I just want to do it for a month to convince myself that it's what I need to be doing. Because, like, I kind of can't shake being sick. And I think that a lot of it is I don't eat healthy, and I don't treat myself healthy, and I don't get the right amount of sleep, and all that kind of stuff. So I really just, want to turn all of that around. And, so yeah. So there's Mexico, and then weekend when I come back, and then July 5th is when I'm going to start it. I know you guys are like, oh my God, Peter, we've heard you say this so many times. But no, for real, this time I am going to start it. I would really like to honestly do 30 days of juicing and not exclusively juicing, but a lot of raw juices and raw foods and really healthy eating, clean eating. I would love to do that for 30 days and just detox my whole system, because I just feel like shit, honestly, my body. And I think it's when am I gonna do it? It's sooner or later I have to do it. Anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about this. I think it's a rather depressing topic to start with, so. I've had a really good day today. I had some meetings I had to do earlier, and then, did I vlog at all today? I didn't take my camera then. I don't think I have vlogged at all today. And then, I came home, and I took a shower. I did my hair. Oh, excuse me. And then I filmed these videos. Oh my God! Psychic medium John Edward. October 11th. Oh, no, no, no. Come back, come back. I want to take a picture. This is a sign. I want to go see John Edward, the psychic. You guys know I love him. Okay, there it is. And then I came back and I took a shower. I can't believe John Edward's coming to Indianapolis. And did my hair, and then I made videos for my channels. I never did upload my booktube video, I forgot. John Edward, Indianapolis Marriott North, October 11th, 8 p.m. I'm so going to that. And then, how fat I look. I mean, this is the worst. I just look like shit tonight, but anyway. What was I gonna say? Took a shower, did that, then I went to my meeting with Tanya, and then I dropped Tanya off, and then I came home, and then I ate dinner at Burger King. See, I need to stop eating like that. I need to stop all of this madness. It's just ridiculous. And then I lay down and I took a nap. And I was going to just sleep for an hour and get up and do a live stream. I mean, I lay down at 11 o'clock. That's how tired I was. Alex went over to his friend Amy's house tonight because his birthday just turned. His birthday was at midnight, so Wednesday is his birthday. So when you're watching this, it's Alex's birthday. So go wish Alex a happy birthday. But he was over to his girlfriend's house. They were drinking some wine and stuff because I went to my meeting tonight. It's kind of funny, don't you think? But anyway, so then he came home, went to bed, and like I was so tired. I just kept on sleeping and sleeping and sleeping. And then I finally woke up at like 1 o'clock. And then I was like, okay, I'm up. Like I'm up for good now. And now I'm up. And I've got a really long day tomorrow. Look at my hair. I mean, like, I'm getting my hair cut tomorrow, which is good. Look, I just look so bad. I'm dying for a Diet Coke, and my head is killing me, so I need to get some Aleve, too. I have some, actually.
Thank you for choosing McDonald's. Go ahead with your order.
Can I get a large Diet Coke, please?
Large Diet Coke. What up, man?
That's it.
First window.
I have it all. Change, but I have it.
What's up, Doc?
How are you doing?
I'm chilling today.
I think that's right.
You good?
All right, thank you.
Well,
Actually, when I laid down and took a nap earlier, I set my alarm. Like, not my phone alarm, but my other alarm. I have 2 alarms. I have like an alarm clock I set too, because I was like, I don't know that I'm gonna wake up. Like, I am so tired. I may just sleep for the whole night. This guy is spitting at his window and he's not paying attention. And the guy's sitting way up there with his food outside, waiting for him to pull up. When I got in my car, Coast to Coast Radio was on. I used to listen to Coast Radio like every night. Do you listen to it? It spooks me out now. I don't know, like, I used to like it. I can't listen to it as easily as I used to listen to it. Like, it really kind of freaks me out these days. And,
Large Diet?
yeah. But like, if they're talking about aliens and stuff like that, like, I can do it. Like, I can listen to it. And I think maybe it's this hat is part of the problem. I have 3 hats in my car, but this is the only one that I really like to wear right now. But anyway, we'll just make this more of like a podcast. You guys can just like listen to it. That poor man has to carry 3 ice cream cones out to this car. What 3 people are eating ice cream cones at 1:35 in the morning? But anyway, but I turned it, okay, so like if it's about aliens or shapeshifters or whatever, like I can listen to that because it's like speculative and I can listen to it. But when it's about like serious stuff, like it totally like spooks me out, right? And like I turned it on tonight and it was about like, black holes and some machine that they were talking about. I don't know what the machine was they were talking about, but that when they turned it on, they were like, it was something to do with NASA, and they were afraid that it was going to like create a black hole that would like zap the universe into it or something. Thank you. That poor man is literally running the window by himself. There's like 10 cars behind me. I bet you anything. Well, I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. I was gonna say I'll bet you anything I get this, and it's not a diet, but it is. So anyway, that's what you get for doubting people. See, I said I needed to leave for a headache, and now my headache went away. Isn't that so funny? I mean, my headache went, like, instantly went away. So anyway, I was watching Coast to Coast, I was listening to Coast to Coast. I guess it's called Coast to Coast AM. I always just call it Coast to Coast Radio with George Norrie. You guys talk about how you like to listen to me talk. Like, I love to listen to that, like, as I'm going to sleep. Like, it's very soothing to me. Except for, like, tonight they were talking about, like, the universe expanding, and then they, like, George was like, well, like, when did the universe begin? And they're like, well, we don't really know. And then they were talking about concepts of time and how, like, that time may not have existed before the Big Bang, and that, like, time may be a construct that occurred. Like, and this, you guys, is so over my head. Like, seriously, I'm just not that smart. And they were talking about how, like, time may be a construct that came with, like, the Big Bang, and that actually several Big Bangs may have happened at the same time, and all this kind. And then I get so confused, and then it scares me, and I get nervous, and I don't like thinking about it. And I remember, like, years ago, Alex and I watched that Stephen Hawking's, I think it's called Aliens or something like that. Here, I'll tell you what it is. I'll look it up once this light changes. I think it's called Stephen Hawking's Aliens. It's on Netflix, because I watched it on Netflix. Do you know Stephen Hawking's just made a huge prediction? That we won't be around for like another 100 years. Stephen Hawking warns us to stop reaching out to aliens before it's too late. Oh no, I think Stephen Hawking said that they're already here, is what he said. Which I totally believe that. I know people think that I'm crazy, but I don't really care. I so firmly believe in extraterrestrials and UFOs. I think it's rather elitist of us to think that there's nothing here. But that, if you guys have watched that documentary that I'm talking about, it's called like Stephen Hawking's Universe or Stephen Hawking's Aliens or something. The first part is about aliens. And they talk about like what would really, like aliens would really look like. And they're not like, you know, skinny beans with tall black eyes and all that kind of stuff. It's like they would look like, he explains like per planet what they would look like. It's very interesting. But at the beginning of it, what they do is they like show like New York City, and then it pans out over the United States, and further from like over the world, and then the Earth, and then all the planets, and then it goes further and further and further back. And what you realize, and I like start hyperventilating when I'm like watching this show. I'm like, oh my God. Like when you watch it in that context, you realize like how very small we are in the grand scheme of things, which is so true, you know? It's like we're meaningless to all of that. And I read this book last year called We Are the Ants by Sean David Hutchinson. It's phenomenal. It's one of my favorite young adult novels I've read ever. It's so good. But it's about this boy that's like abducted by aliens. Well, it's not what it's about. It's about the fact that he's gay and his boyfriend committed suicide, and he's trying to figure out why. And but he's also at the same time abducted by aliens. Sean David Hutchinson is just a genius writer. But and it's called We Are the Ants, and it's that whole concept of like, in the grand scheme of things, we're just so completely small. I don't like really think of like thinking of the world that way. Like, it kind of spooks me out. Like, really, I don't like it. Are you guys like that at all? I don't know if that says something about me on a bigger, scale, that like, I don't know. Like, it really bothers me, like, to think of the world that way, and we are but just passing through, like, for a short amount of time. And then if time is just a construct of black holes, I mean, I don't know, like, then who are we really? What do we even mean to the world? How do we even have any kind of impact, Isn't it funny when you think about the world and who's truly had an impact on the world? Like, truly had an impact on the world, right? Other than inventing things. They've either really had an impact on the world through doing good or through doing bad. Isn't that crazy when you think about that? I think it's like, when you think of historical figures, and what they've done in the world, like, I'm sitting here in my head and I'm just thinking of like tons of like historical figures, from writers to world leaders to, nuns to, whatever, all of these people that, like, when you think about it, like Mother Teresa or like Hitler or like Mussolini, to Gandhi. You think about these historical figures that are just born people like the rest of us, and they had such a huge impact on this world around us. And then we think about the minimization of our world and like, well, we don't really play that kind of effect, but don't we all, like, aren't we all born the same? And like, to think about like what you could do with this world, like, in such like a positive way, that if you really wanted to impact the world, I mean, I think a lot about that Gandhi quote, be the change you want to see in the world. And it's like, I just think there's the capacity of such greatness out there, If your intention is really from a good place in your heart. I won't address the negative because I don't relate to that. So like, I don't relate to wanting to do a lot of harm or world domination. I just don't get that. But from a positive point of view, like, I do so relate to that, and like, but for your motive or for my motive being very pure and simple, as in just wanting to affect the world while you're here, and possibly for our children's children and our children's children in a really positive way, right? But when you think about it in terms of this black hole or this time construct, the beginning of the universe that continues to expand and expand and expand, it's getting bigger, it's getting bigger, it's getting bigger, how small we are in that, then really whether we do something, no matter how small it is or how big it is, it doesn't really matter, because in the grand scheme of things, we're all impacting the world by even those just small little things that we do, right? So if we all do something small every day, then, like, okay, like, think about this. So, okay, what, like, average 2,000 to 2,500 people watch my vlog on a daily basis. If everybody that watches this vlog today, if none of us ate meat just for today, that would be 2,500 people in the world just for today that made a commitment that we weren't going to eat meat. Okay? If 2,500 of us today, picked up a piece of trash off the ground that wasn't ours, that would be 2,500 people. And my vlog is small compared to the majority of the vlogs out there, This isn't a way that YouTube could do something really positive in the world, If 25 of us today smiled at every person we came in contact with, sincerely told them that we hope that they had a nice day, imagine that impact that we might have on the world. If only one of us told somebody that, to somebody that needed to hear it, it could make a huge impact. You never know who you're coming in contact with. We have more power than we give ourselves, than we really think. I just don't think on a daily basis, wow, like I really have the ability to impact the world. But the fact of the matter is, we all do. You don't have to impact the world on the level of Gandhi to impact the world, It's in the smallest ways. If you think about like me just like liking to go to Goodwill and find those silly books. And if you donate books to Goodwill and like I'm having a down day and I go there and I find those books, you by donating these silly books that you didn't want anymore have totally made my day, right? All of us picking up a piece of trash off the ground, first of all, makes for less work for somebody else and makes for a cleaner earth. Has anybody ever just sincerely said to you, hey, how are you doing today? Or like, you seem a little down, you doing okay? On a day that you really needed to hear it, because they have to me, and it's made the difference to me, And I think for me, I need to start asking myself on a daily basis, not so much like, what can I do? What can I do to be more successful? What can I do to be the more successful version of myself? What can I do to be the best version of myself? Maybe the question I need to start asking myself is, what can I do for others? What can I do to make somebody else's life experience better? What can I do to contribute to this world? I am a believer that through service, we grow as human beings, and we grow as, mature human intelligent beings, And I don't mean service like serving others. I mean service like helping other people, doing things for people, doing things for the world around us, So I ain't going to talk about it. I'm going to be about it. So I'm going to start that too. I have always done that, but like, I don't know if I've talked about this on here before, but like, probably 10 years ago, well, it always like was really weird to me when people would just throw trash out their window. And I remember I had this friend of mine, Annie, and she just would throw shit out the window all the time. Like bags of food out the window, like fast food. And it just it just rubbed me the wrong way. And I remember I said something to her one time, and she was like, kind of like taken back that I said something. And I kind of made this inside commitment to myself that I was never going to throw anything out the window like that anymore, And then, like, cans or anything. Like, it's so weird to me in retrospect to think that I actually did that at one point. That I would throw, like, when I drank, I did all the time. But, like, I can't, like, it's just weird to me to think that I ever did that. And so then I made, like, this conscious decision that I wasn't going to throw things outside anymore in the trash. But then, like, somewhere along the way that started... And this is so weird, because whenever I tell people this, they're always like, that's so dirty, you're going to get something, which is why, like, I always carry hand sanitizer in my car. But I started, like, when I stop at gas stations or wherever I stop, if there's like a bunch of trash outside, like a can or a water bottle or whatever, I pick it up and I put it in the trash. And like I try to do that, you know? And not because I think I'm this great person, and not because I think I deserve pats on the back or any of that kind of bullshit, because I don't, but because I think it's just my daily contribution of keeping the world a little nicer looking, because I know somebody will do it, and I know that it's somebody's job that they're getting paid for, right? But until they get to their job, I can help out a little bit and make the place look nicer. What kills me is when you think about the person that actually just drops their shit right there, right? Like, how arrogant. So if you're that person, maybe you can make the commitment that you're not going to just drop your stuff anymore, that when you get out of your car, you'll actually walk the 2 feet and drop it in the trash can. You know, and I think it's just little by little we change ourselves into becoming better people and helping the world, you know, out a little bit more. It's like little stupid things that we take for granted that are like ways that we can help the world, you know? And some of that is stuff that doesn't cost anything. It's just being nice to people. You know, my God, if we were, I mean, I come in contact with so many bitches and bastards on a daily basis, excuse my language, but you know, like, I mean, if we just were nicer to one another, I mean, the world would just be a changed place. Can you imagine? And listen, I own that, okay, because I'm just not a very nice person sometimes. I'd love for y'all to think that I'm the nicest person in the world, but I have my days too where I'm a real ass. And I'm not going to act like I don't, you know? But that doesn't give me the right to get away with it and not look at it, you know? And in recovery, we do inventories, we do daily inventories, and we look at our behavior at the end of the day and how we've behaved, and we ask ourselves several questions like, do I owe anybody an amends? Have I acted kind, compassionate, caring? You know, have I been, you know, all these kinds of things. And for me, have I lied to anybody that I need to be honest with? Things like that. And for me, that's always an opportunity to look at my behavior, and I don't always do that, but I typically do. And for me, it gives me the opportunity to look at myself and say, like, okay, what can I improve upon tomorrow? You know, are there things I need to fix tomorrow that I didn't take care of today? It's not ever about being perfect. It's about, you know, being a better version of ourselves than we were yesterday. When I first got sober, there was this prayer that I used to say, and it was, help me to want what I already have. And, what was the other one? Help me, or treat me tomorrow the way I treated people today. And that was a really dangerous one, because it was like, if you really think about that and the whole idea of like karmic energy, you know, like treat me tomorrow the way that I treated people today. Well, that'll keep you on your toes, you know, if you think about it. Such a peaceful night outside. I cannot believe that I'm going to be in Mexico by the end of the week. And then my birthday is next week. 45 is going to be the best year of my entire life. I just shut this off for a second. I've been talking for almost a half an hour straight, and I need to let it cool down for a second, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. But I don't want to talk for much longer because it's wild card hour on, what do you call it? Coast to Coast AM, which is where they take the phone calls. I love those phone calls. They'll be like, Judy Smith, line 2, Oklahoma City. What do you have for us tonight, Judy? Well, we were just sitting on our back patio, and I was having me a PBR and bologna sandwich. Yeah, and then Earl, well, he come home. Judy, did you call my name? No, Earl, I was just talking in here about what we just saw. Oh, Lord, Judy, you tell him what we saw. Well, now I was just sitting out here on the back patio, and I was eating me a bologna sandwich and drinking me a PBR. You know, it's been a long day. I work out at the Subway. And making them sandwiches. But anyway, I got home and I brought me a bologna sandwich and I was drinking me a PBR. Yes, Judy. Could you please get to the point, please, Judy? Well, you know, and then I was just sitting out there and all of a sudden this big old flying saucer just parked itself right in our backyard. Yep. Right on top of that trampoline that the grandkids like to play on. I just couldn't believe it. I about died. These people crack me up. I love it. They're so serious, too. Life is so entertaining, isn't it? You guys are probably like, yep, and you're part of it, because you are an idiot. Oh. I like the stillness of the world. Somebody said in my comment on my vlog, like last night or the night before, that they think that on one of my nighttime excursions that we'll like run into an alien or Bigfoot or something. Because I'm always just like driving these back roads. It's so true. Probably will one of these days. So tomorrow is Alex's birthday, and he is having a rooftop birthday party. I think I might vlog some of it. We'll see. Well, if they're having music, though, I don't think I can. See, that's what sucks about the world, is there's music everywhere. When there's music places, you can't vlog. Oh my God, there's a whole family of raccoons right there. Because you can't vlog, because then the music... People are like, well, then just numb out the music and then just put your own music. That's just, I mean, that's too much work, okay? Like, listen, you came to the wrong channel if you were looking for all that. More local access TV. Oh, my Lord. Can you believe that we are less than 6 months away from Christmas? I was just thinking about that today. Are we? Well, about 6 months away from Christmas. It doesn't matter. I'm not good at math. 6.5 months. I don't know what happens. Like, the camera just shut off. That was the weirdest thing. Anyway, it doesn't really matter, does it? Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter at all. Do you guys remember that movie, Poseidon Adventure? When I was growing up, two movies that I loved, not the remake. Two movies that I loved. Why did I like disaster movies? Poseidon Adventure and The Towering Inferno. Did you guys ever see the movie The Towering Inferno? I loved that movie. I wonder if you can get that movie anywhere. I'd like to kind of own that movie. The music to it. I kind of can't believe I'm going to be 45. It's so weird to me, you guys. I'm going to make this the best year I've had yet. I'm going to make every day full and exciting. Today is my 166th day vlogging, so I'm at like, what is that? 300 and... like, we're almost at like 320, something like that. Oh my God, we're almost halfway through the year. You could see how bad my math is. I just said that about Christmas, and now I'm saying it about this, and both of them are wrong. But anyway, I can't believe I have vlogged every day. I asked people like what their favorite vloggers are, and they were saying like all these different people, and then I can't remember the person. I had heard of this person, or like I know who this person is, but I've never really watched their vlogs. I can't remember who it is now. And somebody said that they have vlogged every day for like 8 or 9 years. Like, that's kind of my goal. Like, I would like to vlog every day for like 8 or 9 years. I'm actually thinking about, you guys are going to be like, oh my God, Peter, a 3rd channel, seriously? Or a 5th channel? I'm actually thinking about, like, in January, if I make it that far. Well, I am going to make it that far. I've vlogged every day for half the year. It's not like it's just going to stop all of a sudden. But I thought of doing, like weekly vlogs that would be like 10 minutes. Or like daily vlogs that would be like 5 to 10 minutes, but they would be like very colorful, and they would just be like with the music in the background, you know what I'm talking about, or like just clips of me talking. But those would be like the ones of like showing me like go in every place and what I'm doing and all of that kind of stuff. And then this channel being more of like what I do on here, like talk a lot and do like car vlogging and stuff like that. What do you guys think about that? Or I could just do this channel and just make it like a mixture of like both. The other thing I wanted to ask is, what do you guys think? Like, you know how like what do you think about my thumbnails and my titles? Like, do you think I should just have it like the picture? Or do you like when I put like the day of what it is on there? Do you like when I put the day and then like a title in the thumbnail? Do you like when I just put the thumbnail? Do you like on the title when I put like, hey there, / you know, June whatever vlog? Or do you like if I just put the title and then underneath it I put, what do you guys like, what do you think would be best? I don't know. But I need to, whatever I do, make it consistent. So give me some of your thoughts below. Okay. That's your assignment. As well as to go follow My So-Called Healthy Life and Peter Likes Books. No. I've been like consistently posting on all of my channels this whole summer. I have done really well so far. I'm so proud of myself. Like every day I'm just like, oh my, get up. The My So-Called Healthy Life channel has completely changed. It's like so easy to do now. Like I do a meditation on there every day. I love it. And I mean, it doesn't get a lot of views, but the people that watch it seem to really, really like it. And they're like, you know, like, oh my God, these meditations are so helpful to me. And they're so helpful to me too. And the positive comments back are so nice. I just got like a total whiff of like earth and like fresh cut grass, which is basically summer in Indiana. I love that smell. I can smell it. It smells so good. So when you open the windows at night, you can smell that as you go to sleep. It's a little too hot to have the windows open. Well, it's not too hot. I guess it's 65 degrees outside. All right. I'm getting off here now. I've got a long day tomorrow. I will try to vlog my day throughout the day tomorrow. I love you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And I will talk to you later. Bye.